How does this Gemini moon transit affect your sign? Stay tuned to find out. Friday night, the moon moves into Gemini, and the quiet, grounded sanctuary of the Taurus transit gets swept away to make room for Gemini's fast, curious, restless, conversation-hungry energy. In tarot, Gemini is associated with the Lovers, a card most people mistake as being only about romance, but at its core, the Lovers is about communication, choices, duality, and the consequences of what we say and do. This moon transit is one of the trickiest of the whole 3 weeks of Mercury Retrograde. Gemini is ruled by Mercury, and that's not a small detail because it's the whole weekend. The Sun and Mercury Retrograde are still deeply submerged in Cancer, water. So what happens when fast-moving air collides with retrograde water? You get a storm surge, wind whipping up water that's already unsettled, pulling it somewhere it doesn't belong. Your mind wants to move at full speed, but because Mercury is backwards, that speed loops right back into the past. This is prime territory for the wrong text to the wrong person. The old message reread 4 times, trying to find a meaning that was never there. A casual comment from a friend that suddenly feels loaded. The air isn't calm and the water isn't still, and right now they're feeding each other. So how does this Gemini moon hit your sign? Air signs: Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Your mental energy is surging, brain firing, thoughts moving fast, very deep need to talk it out. Double check every text before you hit send. And if your thoughts start to spin, change your physical environment. Maybe do a puzzle or pick up a book or organize a drawer. Give your hands something to do so your brain can rest on idle. Gemini, this is in your home court, except the coach is asleep. Your ruling planet is retrograde in deeply sensitive Cancer, which means your usual wit can slip into something sharper than you meant, and your mind may not slow down enough to let you sleep. Water signs: Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. This Gemini moon is pulling you out of the feeling and into the explaining. You might find yourself uncharacteristically chatty, almost desperate to put language around everything you've been carrying. The trap is over-intellectualizing, talking yourself in circles, trying to rationalize something that just needs to be felt, not solved. Remember, you don't owe anyone a full explanation of your inner thoughts right now. I'm still thinking about this. Let's talk next week. Works just fine. Fire signs: Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This air feeds your flame. You want to socialize, fill the weekend, talk to everyone about everything. Sagittarius, this moon sits directly opposite your sign, putting your relationships and daily interactions under a spotlight this weekend. Across all fire signs, the trap is gossip, or speaking before thinking. A harmless comment can spiral fast in this retrograde game of telephone. Keep it light. If the conversation turns spicy, step back from the table for a beat. Earth signs: Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This fast, buzzy air feels scattering against your grounded nature. Focus is hard to come by this weekend. Virgo, Mercury is your ruling planet too, so this retrograde chaos is hitting you directly. Expect mental fog, scheduling mix-ups, and extra tech glitches. You might feel the urge to over-explain or micromanage a conversation just to force some clarity. Let it go. Expect plans to shift, people to run late, and details to stay fuzzy. Laugh it off where you can. Mud, fog, ocean, steam, fertile garden, and now a storm surge. This weekend, the water that finally settled during the Taurus moon is getting stirred right back up. Silence is a superpower this weekend. You don't have to have the last word. You don't have to win the argument, or explain the joke, or clarify the text. The Lovers is ultimately a card of choice, and this weekend, the most powerful choice may be deciding to not respond at all. The power move now is putting the phone down and letting the storm surge pass on its own. Stay classy, Moonflowers.